A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. Today marks a significant day in American democracy as citizens across the nation head to the polls to cast their votes for the next president. But this election is not just about choosing a leader. It's also about making crucial decisions on marijuana legalization in several states. In Florida, North Dakota, and South Dakota, voters are being asked to weigh in on ballot referendums that could legalize recreational cannabis use. Meanwhile, Nebraska is considering measures to allow medical marijuana, a significant shift for a state that has long maintained strict anti-drug laws. As nearly half of the states have already legalized recreational marijuana, the outcomes of these votes could indicate a shift in public perception towards cannabis across the country. In Florida, Amendment 3 is on the ballot, seeking to legalize recreational marijuana for adults aged 21 and over. The state's medical marijuana industry has already flourished, generating over $2 billion annually. However, Governor Ron DeSantis has voiced strong opposition to the amendment, arguing it would primarily benefit a single corporation, Trulieve, rather than the general public. In contrast, former President Donald Trump, a resident of Florida, has publicly supported the amendment, indicating a potential shift in his stance as he gears up for the 2024 election. Nebraska's initiative measures 437 and 438 are also pivotal. These measures would allow doctors to prescribe marijuana for medical use and create a regulatory framework for the production and distribution of medical cannabis. Currently, Nebraska is one of only 6 states that do not permit medical marijuana, though possession of small amounts has been decriminalized. The passage of these measures could mark a significant change in how the state approaches cannabis. In South Dakota, voters will once again decide on the legalization of recreational marijuana. This marks the third attempt in as many election cycles, following a previous vote in 2020 that was overturned by the state's Supreme Court. The proposed initiative Measure 5 would allow adults aged 21 and over to use marijuana and establish a framework for its production and sale. The outcome of this vote could be a crucial turning point for the state, which has faced significant legal challenges regarding cannabis legislation. Meanwhile, Massachusetts is taking a bold step by proposing Question 4, which would legalize certain natural psychedelics, including magic mushrooms, for adult use. This initiative could further expand the state's progressive drug policies, as it would allow for the cultivation and sale of these substances under regulated conditions. Currently, only Colorado and Oregon have legalized psychedelics, making Massachusetts a potential leader in this emerging field. As voters head to the polls, the stakes are high not only for cannabis legislation, but also for the presidential election. Key battleground states such as Georgia, North Carolina, Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan hold significant electoral power, with a total of 93 electoral votes at stake. Both candidates, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, have campaigned vigorously in these states, knowing that their outcomes could determine the next president. Georgia, with its 16 electoral votes, is particularly crucial after President Biden's narrow victory in 2020. Similarly, Pennsylvania, boasting the most electoral votes at 19, remains a focal point as Trump seeks to reclaim the state after his previous loss. Michigan, another pivotal state, has a history of fluctuating support between parties, making it a prime target for both campaigns. As the polls close and results begin to roll in, Americans will not only be watching the presidential race, but also the fate of marijuana legalization in their states. The outcomes could reflect a broader trend in American society towards more progressive drug policies, while simultaneously shaping the political landscape for years to come. Stay tuned for live updates as the results unfold. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.